Hello, my Taurus. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much, and it's an honor to be here with you. I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. So the other two readings, I did outside before, but for yours, we're already in a heat wave, and I kind of was out there before, and it got a little too hot for me to be out there, so I did move inside. As much as I love it outside, one thing I do not do is heat. I don't like to sweat, so I came in here to do your reading. So let's get started here, Taurus. It's been a while. I've missed you guys so much. So let's get started. Now, you know how I do my readings generally. Okay, the first half is about you. Second half will be about your soulmate, whoever you may be thinking about. But, anything can really come out. I'm more of a reader who goes with what I feel. So it really, the format, it can change at any time. And at the same time, though, as with any general reading, okay, it may or may not resonate with your situation. So, if it does, all the better. And if not, then it is not your reading. You're free to check out your other signs. But for something tailored to your specific situation, for me to hone in on your specific energy, you will need a private reading. Okay? That's the thing with general readings. Sometimes I get so many funny, not all of them, but, there's always a few where it's like, people sometimes go off and it's like, okay, but this is not your reading then, Some people almost get like affronted, when it's not their situation. And with a general reading, it's whoever needs the message. And if it's not your situation, it's not your situation. But that always kind of just tickles me and makes me laugh sometimes. But anywho, let's get started here. All right, I've done enough talking. Let's get started. So, all right, as I was kind of sitting on your energy and kind of feeling what's going on here, I threw some cards beforehand, like I do sometimes. And, it almost feels like, I don't know, you may be in a situation, where there's been some disappointment, like in your past, okay, with a particular soulmate. Because I'm getting this overall feeling of, like also like maybe you are even, single right now, or you would consider yourself single, but you may want to be in a relationship. What it feels like is, I don't know, there's definitely a disappointment though with a past soulmate, because I feel, it's funny, this other deck, which is usually my go-to, it's sitting over here, and the Knight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. And what this makes me feel like is almost, I've had, I don't know, like I'm either weary about people, or, it's like maybe you're meeting, some new people, and it just feels like you're kind of not impressed, or you're ignoring them, or, they're kind of like not up to par. It's almost like this energy here of, it's like, who are you? Or, like, who are these people? Like, what are you out here doing? It almost feels, because I don't feel I'm necessarily annoyed. It's more like, yeah, okay, I'm not, even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but yet it also feels like maybe, from dealing with certain things and these kind of people, it's like you're coming off as, it's not mistrustful. It's more like, oh God, like, is there ever gonna be like this one, like they're either this or that, they got their issues. It's like this energy of, gosh, like, is there somebody who's like emotionally available out there? It feels like maybe you've dealt with some people, maybe you're dating and you're kind of like meeting these people who, I don't know, they say they want a relationship, and they say they're all ready for it, and then you meet them and it's like, all they talk about is, how they're hung up on their ex, or my ex did this, my ex did that, and I'm this, or, like the baby mom. It could be like, let's say if they're divorced, because it's feeling like you're with or you may have interacted with people who are still, I don't want to say maybe emotionally involved. It's more though like they're still emotionally maybe hung up on an ex too, or they just have like drama in their life. I'm also getting a situation of, this could be specifically for somebody out there, like maybe that they're divorced or in separation from someone and with a kid, and there's a lot of drama with the baby's mother or the baby's father, or like the ex-girlfriend or the ex-wife, the ex. It's like this energy of, and it's really, I feel, turning you off, and it's just like, oh God, and I feel like I'm almost like, gosh, like, is there no just like single guy or girl out there, who's actually just single and like ready to date or settle down, who's hung up on this and that? Because I feel like maybe there's chemistry. I feel there's this energy, like they may talk a good talk, right? But then there's something that comes up that either pisses you off or been pissing you off, where your guards just go up. Or maybe there's like an energy of, if they're not emotionally hung up, all they maybe want to do is like flirt with you or sleep with you. And it's like, either way, it feels like you're just turned off to somebody, but it feels like maybe more in general right now, like where your guards are up. And I do feel it definitely in these situations where, like maybe they're too upfront or too focused on like physical stuff, or where there's definitely an issue with, I don't know, like a crazy baby mom or baby dad. This is, I feel, a confirmation for you to maintain your guard. What I do want to say, though, is, how do I say this? It's almost like, I get it. If this is your situation, I get it. Where it's like half these people are this. What I would maybe, what's coming through maybe, is there's even an energy of like, for dating, if you're finding like a certain app, maybe there's, certain people, this, that, and the other thing. I'm getting two maybe pieces of advice here. Either change the app that you're on. I'm hearing the word preferences. So like if you're on a dating app or something, and maybe I don't know, if you have like height preferences, weight preferences, like whatever, there's something about like broaden them. I heard, or I feel. It's like I'm hearing preferences in my head, and I'm seeing like kind of, it looks like something broadening or that may be something that would assist you. And also there's an energy of like, change the app. Go on a different app too. Keep your options open. I'm also getting, like, there's very specific guidance here for you, especially like, this is a confirmation to stay away from this kind of energy, I feel, with this King of Wands. The King of Wands can go both ways, and in this case, I'm feeling it more as like someone who's a lot of talk, or it's like very passionate, flirty communication, and they're really focused on you, but you're coming off as like guarded. And I think the way this is coming out, yeah, I feel like that's a sign that you've either evolved from an old habit, or like maybe, you had a connection where, like, because I feel like, oh God, where have I seen this before? And see, there's the devil. I feel like you're getting, this is confirmation for those of you who may be pushing away, or like where your guards are up. I feel like that is confirmation that it's rightfully so. I feel like you're looking more for something to settle down with, nothing frivolous, and I feel like there's a call for patience here, absolutely. I feel like I want to clarify this Knight of Wands. See, funny, we have the Knight of Wands here, but on the bottom of the deck that I was going to use, the Empress is here, and what a beautiful Empress she is. This is an energy of very high standards, of grace, of honor, and I feel like there's this energy almost of like, no, you're not going to touch this until I know who you are. We can flirt all day, but like, it can't be all that. Can't be all about that. Because that was a specific energy coming through here. And I feel like almost if you're getting vibes that it's too much of the flirty stuff or not enough substance, you're not, it's almost like you're coming out as not interested. And I think that's good, actually, for this reading. Let me see here. So the Hangman. Okay, you're coming out like with a lot of people, I think, who may be interested or, who you're interested in, people who are interested in you. But it feels like they're all, I don't know, the bulk of them are either hurting or have a lot of conflict within them. And it feels like there's this energy of, the Emperor. It's like people who, whether it's guys or girls, it doesn't matter. There's this energy of like people who are, I don't know, they're either like lonely and looking for companionship. They want a quick, this, that, like when they're down, they're looking for like a partner, but they're like, I don't know. They feel almost like miserable in a way, or fuddy-duddy, kind of, especially with this Emperor coming through. And the Eight of Pentacles, it just feels like a begrudge, like they're not really living. They're just looking maybe for someone to pass the time with. And I think this is the type that you want to definitely stay away from. And also there's an energy coming through of King of Cups and the Emperor. I feel this is like someone, again, who may have feelings for you, who's interested, but does not express their emotions as strong as they may be. This is something, see, there's the Devil. If you're getting these vibes from people, stay away, Taurus. See, there's Judgment. It's almost like maybe being tested from your past. And I think you are, it's almost like maybe these people are around you, or, one could even say, maybe it is almost a test to see if you'll fall for it. Sometimes, I've noticed, even in my life, where certain situations popped up, with like maybe certain even friends or, romantic potentials, where it's like, oh shit, you're exactly like that other one in my life that I did. And it was almost like a test for me to say no. And this may be what you're going through now. To see, it's almost like if you can hold on to the Four of Pentacles, and the way this squirrel is it's like an energy of, though you may be attracted, it's almost like to see if you can hold on to your nuts. The squirrel's nut, you see how it's like kind of hoarding it in a way, but I feel it more as like an energy of not entertaining certain people. This is I feel to continue. See, there's the Star. And I feel like this energy of, in this case, I swear, it's like what you reject. That's what's going to guide you to, and I just saw, if it's funny, 1422. But in my European time, in the military time that I keep my phone in, that translates to 222. Be patient, and I feel the right one is going to come along. I feel like, though, you're definitely on a path of, I think, outgrowing some kind of toxicity. And I also feel like there's this energy coming through with this Empress of, remember, like that which looks good on the outside. Something about like give different people a chance, because I feel like this Empress, that left eye, it's almost like what I'm like it looks appealing to the eye. Let me just see if that's something. All right, there's your energy, the Hierophant. Nine of Swords. Magician. I'm sorry, the Fool. I know what I feel from this. I'm sorry, the 10 of Cups. But for me, in this particular deck, this always looks very mishmashy. And to me, this always reminds me of the 7 of Cups when I see it. Even though it's the 10. What it makes me feel here is funny shit. There's the 7 of Cups. The actual 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Ain't that funny? I know what I feel here. And it's this energy of... oh, God, how do I say it? What you're... like, what may be good to your eye, okay, or physically, isn't everything. Open your mind, or broaden the, like, horizons, or, like, whatever, your preference. Because I feel like, ultimately, what's going to matter in the end is, are they relationship material? That's not to say that they're, yeah, there needs to be some form of chemistry, some form of a physical attraction, but careful with that. Just keep that in check. Go from there's an energy of emotional availability seems to be prevalent here too. Let me see, like, what's going on with... let me see, like, what's coming towards you. This feels like one of those readings, honestly. All right, now I feel like I'm done with this deck. Or not. King of... because I feel got it to this deck, but okay, we're starting. King of Swords. Please, dear God, dear angels, please, for the sign of Taurus, for Taurus, what is coming towards Taurus in love? Okay, the World. There's that damn Knight of Wands. Okay. I'm getting a very interesting... I feel like right now, a lot of you may be going through a period of a test from, I don't know, if, like, the universe, or it's almost like a damn test, like karmically something, to see if you really mean what you say you mean, or like what you declare, because there's something about your past and kind of coming to full circle, or coming to fruition, and it's like, okay, having been through, I feel what you've been through, it's like, can you truly avoid this unstable energy? Because I'm getting a period, definitely, of this, of, people maybe approaching you that are like this. And I see you just not interested, or I feel like a period of that. I also feel like, the way I want to say it is, stick to your guns. Don't fall for the first thing, the first pretty thing that... there's a period definitely of that, of like disinterest. It's not disinterest. It's more like holding your standards. Saying, no, that is not healthy behavior for me. That's toxic for me. That's not going to work. Sorry. And just kind of hitting the delete button. You know what I mean? There's the Page of Wands. It's like an energy of excuses and See, there's the Queen of Swords. See, this is an energy of no, rejecting. You doing the rejecting. But now what's interesting, though, see, it feels like a period of... Don't get discouraged. Because I feel here there's this energy of, see, the moon, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. It's like a lot of people who may want to approach you and who may get angry or, I don't know, jealous. It's more angry or like, oh, what a... I'm hearing like, God, like, what a bitch or what a bastard, doesn't want this, that, and the other thing. Don't let them affect you, because this feels like an energy of, I don't know, like they may come on to you, to like in a way where you may feel it's nasty or too soon for that. And it's an energy of, they may come back at you or harass you. Don't get affected by that, and don't try not to be too hard on yourself. Like, oh, maybe I should lower my standard. You're going to get tested, but then comes a victory. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups. You see, it's like an energy here. Wow. No, better to be single, okay, than, I almost really want to say than with a dirtbag, okay? Better to be single because, in other words, you will spend your time, okay, not distracted by, because I feel like it's these people, who maybe want to, again, it's coming out here very strongly, but, flirt with you and, even sleep with you. It's coming out here. It's that kind of energy, that passionate energy, but then it falls off. And I feel like hold your ground, maintain your standards. And then I feel comes a period, it's looking like a period, honestly, of, with that 6, let me see. Let me see if I can get some timing. October. It's funny because I was feeling like 6-ish. What are we in? July right now? August, September, October? I was thinking like 6-ish weeks. Funny because I felt in a way like maybe within 6 months a relationship could be established. Now 6 months would be about December, right? July, August, September, October, November, December. 5, 6. That's about right. But try not to worry about time. It is feeling though more, on that side of things. Something with the 6. This 10, though, made me feel October. But funny, because it's the 10 of Pentacles. That's a relationship. I feel, though, like the advice, better to be single than be distracted by dirtbags. Okay, people who just want frivolous or going to waste your time. Stay single right now. There's the 9 of Pentacles. Okay? That's what I feel is in a way coming towards you in love, or like what you're maybe going through or what you will be experiencing. But then, see the way this King of Swords was looking at me, this feels like the actual somebody with potential. Okay? And what I love is this Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups that accompanies it. Kind of at the end. Okay, after this kind of period, this feels like an energy of maybe, there will be some chemistry, but this feels like someone maybe where, I don't know, the conversation may be intellectual. It's maybe a sign that you've met this person. I just heard the name Thomas, Tommy. They may be on the, okay, Hold on. It's funny because I'm seeing somebody from my life right now, like in my own personal life, in my head. Okay, and usually when that happens, it's more for a reason, like a be like personality traits or even physical trait. This feel it may be somebody who's, let's say, shorter than you, okay, or average height. Okay, it's feeling like that. They may also wear like they may have like short hair and also like wear they may be bald too. You know, like with that shaved look. Um, if it's a guy, okay. For a girl, what am I getting? A butterfly. I just saw like a butterfly or like a butterfly ring. Okay. And I also just saw, you know, like that goth look a little bit. I just saw some black lipstick. Feels kind of like goth, or maybe even someone who likes, I'm hearing likes Halloween. Okay. And that may even be for the guy too. Okay. Or whatever way everyone goes. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. But I also, personalities, I'm getting more quiet, intellectual conversation. It feels like, you know, they may let it be known that they're into you sexually, okay, or like there's chemistry, but it's almost like an energy of this person feels like, it's almost like they may not show it, obviously. You may not get that right away. There's the Empress again. And it feels, it's almost like when you least expected, right? Or when you think like, oh my God, like how come I don't get any, you know, I don't know if it's like, you know, ooh, you know, you look hot, and that it just feels like they don't say that quite often. Because they're coming out in a way like where they're not going to say those things unless they're sure about somebody first, as in a who are you sense. This person feels like they take a more reserved approach, a more, but like they'll go out with you and like let it be known, but it's almost like, well, it's obvious, isn't it, that if I'm going out with you, then I'm attracted to you physically. But it feels like they won't go there until they're sure of you. You may feel confused. Then it feels like they start to, we're coming out with all kings and emperors. Then it feels like they kind of claim you in a way. King of, queen of what? This feels like the both of you. May even get to a point with this, you know, where it's like, hey, I need to know. And then they say it. Yes. You know, you may get to a point where it's like, okay, you know, we've been, you know, with each other for, you know, like, I need to know what, you know, like, what do you feel? Or else I'm, you know, like, I'll move on. But I really, you know, and it feels like it'll come out. I feel, this one feels more on the quiet side of things. You know, you may not get a lot of, I don't know, you know, flirty comments from them immediately, or quite as often as you're, I don't know if it's used to. And that actually feels like it may make you a little like, oh my God, like you've never dealt with this before, or like, I don't even know, you know, like, do I look good to them? Do I not? Like, is my, I don't know, does my breath stink, or my, you know what I mean? And it just feels like they don't say it. That's a sign, I think, of this person. They feel more quiet, more reserved, and then it kind of comes out. There's something here with this person, though. I think they appreciate wit. There's something here about, like, can they take a joke? are they too serious? That's what I think this person looks for. You know, like, can I say something? Can I say what's on my mind, or like say my opinion and not worry that Taurus or whoever I'm, is going to fly off the rail? Knight of Swords, Tower, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups. This person also may they may have dealt with somebody who is a little emotionally manipulative. Like, whenever they would express their opinion, the other person would kind of go off, like, I just heard in my head, sex will be the last thing with them. Anything too much of that nature, that'll be the last thing. I think they take that very seriously. If applicable, I do feel, or if applicable to your situation, this person feels like they do want or would want children. I feel like you will match with them, and it feels like if you want children, they will want children too. I mean, think about it, but I feel like this feels like a more traditional person. Let me just see. I feel that can go both ways. It feels like you're going to match on the children thing. So if you're looking for children, it feels like they will as well. It almost feels like if that question comes up, though, and it's like still early, it's like, well, I don't know. I have to get to know you first. It's a possibility, but I would need to know you first. This person feels like they may ground you in a way or challenge you. It feels like, I'm even laughing at it. It's like this energy of loosen up, lighten up. Like whatever our strengths and our weaknesses, right? And I always say this a lot of times, and it's so true. Okay, the opposite of Earth, right, is air, right? So for Taurus, that would be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, right? Earth is very rigid. Now, me being a Virgo, right, I'm with you with the Earth sign stuff, okay? Earth is very solid, very stable. Air is more free, more, kind of, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but it's more free, okay? It's maybe less, like, what do you care? And you may balance each other out in that sense. It feels like maybe things that you take, would maybe go crazy about, they wouldn't. And maybe the vice versa. I also just heard this in my head. how do I say it? If you wouldn't like to be told to do something, they wouldn't either. All right, let me see. Final message for Taurus. Wisdom. Use your past as a guide. That which works for you, you know, that which has worked for you, keep doing that. That which hasn't, learn from it and don't repeat it. Hummingbird, be here now. Hummingbird spirit. The dolphin. The dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Which is like an energy almost of, I don't know how to say this. This almost feels like an energy of there are many different truths. Even the truth sometimes, like between logic and emotion. I need to clarify that. Wait. The hawk. Let spirit be your guide. This hawk makes me feel like it goes with that dolphin. It's almost like this. Your truth may not be the same as somebody else's truth. That's not to say, again, now, the truth, right, is the truth, okay? We know this. That's not what I'm talking about. It's more like the way you see the world may not be the way somebody else sees the world, or the way you do things may not be the way somebody else do things. That's more what I'm feeling with this. And this hawk kind of feels like looking above, like watching, okay, you know, like how, okay, 2 + 2 is 4, but so is 3 + 1. So is 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. So is 5 - 1. You know, like there are many ways to get to the same destination. We got the rabbit. Now is a lucky time. This rhino and cat spirit together. This is making me feel, again, you know, cats are very solitary. This makes me feel like an energy of just kind of steamrolling through that which really is not for. Stay away from. Like, it's, again, it's better to be single than to be with a waste of time. $150%, that's what I feel. Right? So Taurus, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, you may email me down below. That information is in the description box. All my love to you. Bye-bye now.